Sintetica. 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 Welcome to Sintetica.
Alô, alô. Boa tarde, boa noite. Good evening. Good night. Hoje é uma mistura de português e inglês, provavelmente. Vamos dar primeiro um alôzinho aqui para os nossos amigos do Brasil. Então, a gente vai falar hoje com a Margarida Barreto, artista portuguesa de IA. Hello, Margarida. Vamos falar aqui dessa mistura de português e inglês. So our friends in outside Brazil and Portugal, from now on we'll be continuing in English, but whenever Margarida prefers to express herself in Portuguese, she's most welcome. Hello, Rafael.
Maravilha, it's a big pleasure to have you here to have a good conversation about artificial intelligence. Margarida Barreto is a contributor to Sintetica 1, and it's a big pleasure to talk with you. Obrigado.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Nice.
Okay, so Margarida, she's a graphic designer. She's a seasoned professional, and she runs her communication agency or communication design agency in Lisbon, Portugal. So, Margarida, tell us a little bit about your background. How long have you been working in the design business, and how did AI enter in your career, in your life?
Yeah, I'm a graphic designer. My background is communication design. And I've been working in this area since 20 years, a little bit more or less 20 years, yeah. So I have experience in graphic design. In the last 10 years, I started doing more things on the web. I was a creative director in my previous job, so I had a lot of work with other areas like marketing, an account business. So in 2018, I started my own business, my agency, Elétrico 28, where I try to do everything that is concerned about design: web, social media, communication, brand strategy, and it was on August 22 that I was just seeing my LinkedIn feed, seeing what was around design that time, and then I saw a post. I think it was from Carlos Pabu Dijon. I think it's his name. And it was something like mesmerizing. And he said it was a post about AI and the human body. And I was, wow, this is crazy. What is this? I have to learn how to do this. What is happening? And he was doing that in Midjourney. I think this was July 22. I started reading everything about AI, Gen AI. It was crazy, and then I saw it was Midjourney. I never used Discord till that day, and I saw, okay, this is used in Discord. Let's see what is this about. It's a little sus, I have to use another app to to create Gen AI. I don't know. Well, let me see. And I started in a couple of minutes playing with that. At that time, I think we had a free.
Yes.
We could use that without paying. Yeah.
25 images.
Exactly. I spent all my credits, free credits, in, I don't know,
Minutes.
at a minutes. Yeah. And I was hooked with that. Okay, I have to pay. I have to upgrade.
Yes.
I remember in the beginning, it was not like now, because I was in the. I paid for a basic, or the lowest plan they had, but I was always spending my credits.
Yeah.
It was I was just trying and generating images after images, and yeah, it was something completely crazy. And now I look back to see those first images, and this is this is terrific
Yeah. Yeah.
compared where we are today.
Yeah. Sure.
But and it's crazy to think it was just 2 years ago, and we are in a level today of realistic outcomes. Yeah, I still stay crazy and overwhelmed when I see things like Sora with the videos. I can't wait to put my hands on that. Yeah,
So yeah, we understand exactly what you mean, and we were all baffled. I always say this when we're talking here. The client, for the client, they don't have a clue about the impact that it is, because they get always the job done.
yeah,
And
the results.
we as creators and makers of everything, we have to go to every process step by step, little by little, piece by piece, and source everything or make everything from scratch. And generative AI was like, what? I remember even in the start, when basically what you prompt, you could barely see it in image, but just that glimpse that, okay, it somewhat understood what I meant, and it started to do something that was, for me, it was amazing. And like you, I was spending money basically doing trash because it was useless, but I wanted to be part of that and to get to know that as soon as possible. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember the first weeks, and I think weeks, months. It was so crazy. It was like it was summer. I don't remember going to the beach, and I live a few minutes from the beach. I just wanted to finish my daily work in the agency and go. It was like addiction. It was an addiction. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Uh, I didn't want to go to sleep because
Yeah.
I was always having ideas, and oh, and now if I can do that, and I have that awesome idea with some artists, and yeah, it was like feeling butterflies on your stomach. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
I also used to go to bed and thinking, what can I do tomorrow? Wow, what a great idea! I'm gonna do now. I'm going out of the bed.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Neto, our partner, has a friend that she's going to open AI addiction, anonymous addictions.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Count me in.
Okay,
But
so
Margarida, you were saying that you became your first experience was with Midjourney, and did you experience other artificial intelligence for making images like DALI or I don't know, DALI
I
or
am
Dale, and, or
Dali.
Stable
Yeah.
Diffusion or anyone else?
Yes, I tried in the beginning. I only tried at that time. I think it was Dali. I think we were at the stage of DALL-E 2, I think. So it was not very good at the outputs that I wanted, the quality, not the quality, but the aesthetic. It was not what I wanted. Midjourney at that stage, I think we were on version 2 or 3. I think it was 3 at the time, the first one. It was still not so great, but the outputs were more real, with less noise and not so childish as DALL-E, I think. So I left DALL-E aside, and just in the end of last year, I went again to DALL-E to check how it was, and it's way better now. And maybe this year, because the last year I was very in deep in Midjourney because I was also writing my book. So everything I was doing had to be done on Midjourney because I was writing a technical book about it, so I had to try a lot and spend hours and hours over it. So yeah, it was pretty intense in that sense. But this year, I still want to do some updates to the book because it's continuously coming out new features, new things over it. But it's different. I will have more time to spend and learn in more depth other programs. Another one that is pretty nice is Musafir. In terms of creating your own avatar, my profile picture was made there, and at the time I tried to. I'm terrible in photographs, in videos. I hate that thing, but I was trying. I needed a professional shot, so I was searching and doing the style reference and character reference of a Midjourney, and using other tools, and the outcome was not precise. It was not, and I love Midjourney, but for this kind of stuff, it wasn't what I wanted. And then I tried Musafir.
The name is Musafir.
Musafir.
Musafir. Yes, nice.
Musafir. Yeah. I then can share the link.
Nice.
And on LinkedIn, and they have a pretty nice thing that they try to work a lot on the bias. So races, genders, it's very well worked there. So you don't tend just to see white people or black people or just beautiful blonde woman.
Not stereotypes.
Yeah, I think they worked a lot on that, and it worked. Yeah. And for this to create your own, the feature they have is my avatar over the tool. And it's incredible. I made a post over it, I think 2 weeks ago or 3. Go on and try because it's very good.
Nice.
Great. That's fantastic. I know that Chrissy Corella, he tries every possible.
Yeah, it's the master beta tester.
And he was very vocal about it, Musafir. But when you started, let me switch to let's start to show some work. When you started, were you more interested in realism? Were you, as you are a graphic designer and for quite some time, were you trying to make, let's say, an ad, like a complete ad? Were you driven towards illustration? Because it seems that you like realism a little bit more. What were your goals initially?
Yeah. Initially, well, when I draw years ago, I used to draw very surrealistic things and with a lot of monsters, very dark things, and it's the thing I like. So when I start doing AA art, I try to go back to those days and wrote my prompts like it was a huge story to create big monsters. But then over the time, when this crazy stuff and love about AI slowed down, I started to think this could be a tool for me to bring to others important messages that I embrace. I love everything about nature and animals, climate change, vegan talks. It's my thing. So I saw I could deliver a message, and maybe this was also because as a communication designer, I had this background to deliver and communicate ideas through graphics. And so I looked at this as a tool to convey my message in this awareness stuff. I try always to create things that look real, but I don't want people to think they are like a deep fake. That's not my point. I try always, and I always say it's made with AI because I know a lot of people still today have a lot of issues and questions about it. So I like always to say this was made with AI or with the help of AI. But yeah, I try to create impact and to be more real as possible, but in a fantastic way.
Yeah, some kind of fantastic realism, let's say.
Yeah,
Like the realistic quality, but with a more of a fantasy or a surreal theme.
exactly. Yeah, that you look and you see, okay, this is manipulated. This is not a real person, or this was for the latest, the one with the elephant, and the others we were seeing was for like a set of images I have done about the endangered species. And also that font that I used, it was developed by a team to WWF. I think it was Baro Gilvy, another agency. And if you buy that font, you are also helping WWF with donations for these animals. So I bought the font and also did. I think it was for. I did 12 posts on LinkedIn, on Instagram, each one talking about one of the most endangered species. And it's terrible to see these numbers. It's heartbreaking. And yeah, I think it's my cause. I try always to talk about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, nice. It's very important that we stand up for something. There is a friend of mine, a colleague of mine. He has a brand here called Artivist. So the artists that are activists.
Activists, I like that.
Yeah, and I was talking to you before we went on air that you did some kind of I'm not sure if it was this one. I guess it was not this one with the lambs. I'm sorry. I'm trying to open. Okay, my computer is a little bit slow. I saw your work as a campaign, as an ad. Uh, a bit short,
Yeah.
a little bit after I went into AICC group in LinkedIn, and I was really impressed because it was a professional advertising campaign using AI images. It was clear that was okay. this person is a professional. It's very very neat and well designed ad, but it is using AI images, and it
Yeah.
was quite some time ago. So you are one of the first ones. I guess it was you were the first one I saw using AI images. If it was not a real campaign, it was it looked like one. So
Yeah.
it was clear to me that okay, we can already do professional ads, marketing material using AI, and that inspired me a lot to get to know more and to spend more time and pay more to Midjourney to make more images and get better at it. And it was really inspiring, I must say.
Thank you. Thank you.
And apart from the personal stuff, have you been using AI in your client work?
Yes.
Have
Yeah.
Are they open to it?
Yes. Here, I'm in Portugal. My clients are mostly Portuguese, and they are very open to it. I do a lot of images for their social media campaigns. I did a brand using the base of AI. It was like the logo, but it was a very strange logo. So I started using AI to it, and I was surprised to see that, yeah, I can have a logo, not a common logo, but a logo per se, done on Midjourney with a lot of post work, of course, but the base was made on Midjourney. I think I can just I'll talk a little bit, and then I will share
Sure.
one of the ideas of the logo. The other thing is we also here in the agency are doing some things to using AI, not just the images, the Gen AI, but also tools to help the camera. I think it's city hall. Yeah,
Okay.
a city hall. Yeah, near
For the
here,
government.
near us. Yeah, because they wanted to talk with the citizens of the villa in a more direct way. So we are creating an app with AI gen persons, like avatars, but they are the city mayors, but in avatar, and using a language very close to the old people, and to those who don't understand certain things. And we have a lot of bureaucratic things, and sometimes it's super complicated to just get a paper to something. So we're trying to make it simple, and using AI to communicate with the citizens.
Nice. I guess Rafael just dropped out. I was going to ask him to tell a little bit about his experience. He's been very successful in doing logos based on AI. Okay, when he gets back, we will ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Let me.
go ahead.
I was trying, to share. This is not yet official, but
Okay.
I can share it because let me see. Share screen.
So if you want is interested, Margarida's Instagram is margarida.barreto28. We can take a better look a little bit later. Okay, Rafael is back.
Sorry. Sorry.
I was telling Margarida that you were very successful in using AI to do logos, Rafael.
Well, I almost use it in a daily basis now, and it's for me. It's very nice to generate ideas because, of course, we have a mental library that is not so unlimited as Midjourney. And I also use ideogram. I don't know if you know.
I know I'm not used to use it.
Yes.
It's one of the programs I want to go deep this year. Yeah.
Yes, it's nice because it works so nice with texts, you know. And as you said, it's not a job done. It's not like we used to say, it's not a magic button. Uh, of course, you have to do a lot of work to redesign. First, you have to vector and redesign and to refine and to clean all the vectors, change colors, but it's a very nice to generate ideas. I use
The
a lot.
first, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to try it. I've heard a lot about it, but yeah, I didn't try it.
I used to work both with Midjourney and Ideogram. I used to make prompts, the same prompts, usually to both AIs. Nice.
And do you see a big difference between the two?
Big differences. Big differences. We used to compare sometimes here in Syntetica's parts that we do in Wednesdays, and sometimes we compare the two tools. And of course, Midjourney is more refined with images or with the symbol in this case that we're talking about logos. But the typography, the texts in ideogram, they are so much better, work so much better than Midjourney. So normally, usually I use more text in ideogram and work with the symbol in Midjourney. Of course,
Oh, nice.
Midjourney sometimes brings more complex images, but of course we have to refine the prompt, minimal, flat, vector,
Yes.
to to find what we are looking for. And
Okay, nice.
Margarita, what I most like in your job is that you have a lot of focus on your images. Not only the lens focus, but I mean the proposition of the image. The unique, not the unique selling proposition, but the unique proposition. You have a focus images normally, and you have and you bring a lot of content. I guess that you're in a first moment you came with only images. In a second moment, you became to work more with this content, you know, and this is amazing for me. And I always try to do this, and it's very hard to me. And I would like to ask you if you use artists on your prompts.
Yeah, I avoid them at maximum. In the beginning, I used them, yeah, because I was in the discovery thing. Let me see where the machine takes me. And I tried a lot with Giger, Escher.
Wes Anderson?
Yes,
I saw one
Um,
image.
yes, but then I I wanted to discover my own journey here and do my own stuff. I saw the potential of the tool. I understood what I could do with it, and I tried to do my own work. Yeah, they are all. I see artists that I would love to do the same as they do. They have always you see an image and you see it's their image, because
Mhm.
it's their essence. They have, you can recognize it. I like so much many things, that I cannot have just one aesthetic on my generation. So for me, it's very difficult because I get lost in my thoughts. And I always want to try different things, and I cannot stick just to one thing. I think the common theme is always nature, human relations, justice, like something related with activism. Yeah, that's there. But the rest,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess as for the artists, a few models ago, let's if we say Midjourney, Midjourney 4, it will help a lot to get way better results if you use someone's name there, some artist, especially photography. And I think it's actually cool that we can discover new artists if you in less sparks, the show that we do on Wednesdays, that is more technical focused. We were talking about describing, and we talked about this. When you use describe, he presents you with some artists that the machine thinks that have something to do with the image. And I got to know a few photographers thanks to that. And I applied them on the prompts, and it really got way better results. And right now, at least with Midjourney, you basically don't need to use those artists anymore. You can, of course, but yeah, you can. It's a model good enough that you can actually just describe what you want to see, and it will probably get you the results.
yes.
So, did you manage to? Do you want to share your screen?
Oh, I didn't manage. It says something. I will lost connection,
Okay.
um, and
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't want to.
No.
Don't want to try.
Okay. No. No problem. That's a risk, and we have been having issues with that. Okay. So here is an image that actually is one of the images. I guess yes, is one of the image that was featured in your feature in Sintetica.
Sintética
So
one.
here is just for the reference, Sintetica 1, which we released almost a year ago in August of last year. And
Some time passes by.
yeah, it goes it goes by really fast. And you send us basically um, two sets of images, and these were the ones that we got on the magazine. Uh, Tell us a little bit. I have the full set here. We can go through it, and you can tell us a little bit more about what was the red cycles and what was the message. Oh,
This
yeah.
was about the. It's to be always the same person. Supposedly, it starts with the little girl, and yeah, this one always with a red element, that in my opinion would represent the strength for her. Everything is always dark. It was a call to female rights, human rights, and it was like a message of hope. We have always the power to change and to be whatever we want. So the red balloon, the red circle on the last one here, it was like a revolution they were making, and I inspired. It was like if we were in Paris. The set was in Paris. It was my first idea. And this one is, she's old, but she still has her dreams and her hopes, and it's not the end. And the last one, I think it's this one, because in the end of your life, some people say, oh yeah, it's the end, you don't have more inspirations, or I don't believe that. So for me, it was like, okay, I'm still in a big room full of ideas, and want to learn and know even more. This was my message to this. It was a little bit a revolutionary set in a way.
All right. At the time, you also send us another. Let me take a look here.
The
Yeah, I never
entire
published
set.
those. Yeah.
Yeah. At the time, we chose the red one because we felt like we didn't have that many good photographic realistic results, and the more fantastic teams were a bit more explored by other artists. So we felt okay. She's had like these great results with realism, but I confess that I am seeing those images again now after almost a year, and this is quite good actually. Also, yeah, but your work is fantastic, which I
Thank
guess
you.
should bring us to your book.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the book, how it came to be. Was it a project that you started yourself, or was it an invitation by someone? Let us know what the Midjourney Expedition is all about.
And,
This was
and let me ask a little bit more. Excuse me. Is it a guide for beginners? Is
Yes.
it a book for people that are into already? What you say?
I think it's for both. It's for the ones who are starting, who have curiosity, and here they can find everything. It's a 300 and something pages book, so it's a lot of content, and everything is explained from the beginning. And also, it's for people like us who already know how to use the tool, but I use it as a guide, because responding to Paulo, answering to Paulo, I was invited by this publisher Pact to last year. I think it was on. It also started on April or May from last year, and they came to me and invited me to write this book. Previously to this book, I had collaborated with a small lesson on Brian Sykes' book. It was nothing like this. It was very small, but at the time, I liked a lot the idea of doing a lesson to show people how they can manage a technique using this tool. So when Pact told me if I was interested in doing this, I said, "Oh, okay." I never thought it was like a full-time job for about a year because it was like an intense almost 1 year writing and testing this, so it wasn't so that you could read this and do it yourself, and it was accurate. It had no mistakes, no misleading information, and always trying to be on track of the things that that Midjourney was delivering. Because I started doing this, I think we were on version 5.5, and then we ended with 5.1 and 2, and then they released model version 6. So I had to adapt and rewrite many things. So it was a complex thing to do, but it's what it is. And the only thing I want really is that people enjoy this, that people learn with it, and that I really can delivered a good guide to them. And so I can do the updates of the book, because meanwhile we have already a small updates to that. But yeah, you can. I teach you from the beginning to how to install Discord, get your private server, because it's overwhelming working on the public servers.
Yeah, sure.
I don't explore a lot the website, because not everyone still can do on the website. And because I feel working on Discord, if you learn the basis, it's better. You have a bigger understanding of all the tool. And I also try to explore a lot styles, some technical language from design, architecture, photography, so people learn how they can use this type of words and texts to create better prompts, and then of course using their own terms. But like doing all this like a manual, they can learn and to be more independent and create for themselves. Yeah.
It's quite comprehensive. So it's technical, but very extensive. So it's a full manual. Neto was asking where people can buy it.
Yeah.
Like,
In Amazon,
yes.
I can send you.
Well,
It's already available, Margarida?
Yes, I think you can see on my Instagram, I have like the link tree, and you have the two links for UK and USA. Yeah.
While Paulo is finding your book in Amazon, we have a small but very nice audience here. And Elisabetta Alcino sent a message. Ciao, Margarida. Great to see you.
Elizabeth,
You know?
thank you.
Mas, Experimental Space. Muito bom. Parabéns, Margarida.
É o
The
público
message that we have.
português,
Yeah.
faz excelentes trabalhos de arquitetura. Vale a pena seguir. E a Elizabeth também, é extraordinária.
Maravilha. Obrigado pela audiência, Elisabetta. E Experimental
obrigado.
Space. Portugueses, amigos.
Rafael, você tá vendo isso no
YouTube
ou
aqui do lado. No YouTube.
Ah, tá.
Isso.
Vou tentar depois entrar no LinkedIn, que talvez o pessoal no LinkedIn também tinha.
Eu entro aqui, pode deixar.
Então entra ali, porque tinha 12 pessoas confirmadas. We had 12 people confirmed to follow us on LinkedIn. And we have like a small but very creative and engaged following. Basically, like I was talking to Margarida before we went on.
Earlier.
Sintetica is almost a child, a spin-off, independent, of course, of the AICC community in LinkedIn. So many of our friends are actually from there, and we thank Sif, I guess, and Brian,
Yeah.
and all the guys that run the
Nina, yeah, it's a Stefano. Oh, there are so many. We are forgetting names.
yeah,
Chris Cerqueira too. Yeah, a lot of people. I think it's an awesome and amazing community, and very respectful, and
yes,
people help a lot each other, and
yes,
yeah, that's the main thing about them. It's a fantastic community. The support they give us, it's awesome.
yeah. They managed to do something that personally I work with in web marketing in the web universe from the very beginning, 96, and it is the one of the best communities I have seen in terms of uh, great people, very respectful. They help each other, and there is always good content. It's like the perfect community. It made me use LinkedIn a lot more.
Yeah, me too.
I was
Same.
We were really into the AI thing, and what the guys have done in AICC is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you were telling us that as you were doing the book, Midjourney kept releasing new models, and you had to keep updating the book. Do you plan on doing some kind of a blog or some kind of companionship for the book so you can extend the content there? Any plans on that?
Yes, because I'm over the year, I decided to every Friday I would post a lesson on LinkedIn and Instagram, a quick thing about something new or a style or whatever, something that was coming out or I wanted people to learn. But I have to be honest, time didn't help. uh, I had a pretty tight schedule with the book and also my work on the agency, so it was very difficult to every Friday. It was just a day per week, but it was difficult to post something with quality every Friday. But I have a lot of material that I plan now to be posting. I have my Medium page, and I want to start feeding there new things and the older things, and like create a repository, something that we can go there, and there's everything new and old, but that isn't in the book. So it's like a complement to the book. Yeah.
Yeah, creating content is like very hard. Uh, Here
Yeah.
we found that the live sessions that like here, like the Synthetica talks and Sparks that we do on Wednesdays, were the easiest thing. We like the idea that okay, we know enough or we don't know enough to talk to one another, and always have something to talk about, because doing like a formal article or editing a video is like it's very time consuming, and to be able to do this like on a weekly basis is like hard.
Yeah.
We do in this format that is very free. uh, Doing two shows a week like is it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I saw and the thing is, this week it was magnifique. They launched, they fused with the Free Peak, and I used both of them. I used Free Peak and I used Magnifique. And they sent me a newsletter saying they were giving free tokens. And I was, I have to do a post to inform people that they are doing this. So I was on my mobile phone creating a video and doing things and posting, and also wanted to post a new thing about Midjourney. It's and you say, yeah, I can just do one thing. It's impossible to be up with everything. And you see, we still are in that phase that you have almost weekly or daily new things to learn, new things to try. It's crazy, and this never stops. And then you see, okay, but is this worth it, or this is just another one trying to wave their hands, but it's just trashy. It's very difficult to be up to date with everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
And but in regards to Midjourney, they do their office hours almost weekly. Is there anything they have in plans that you are eager to see, that you are waiting? Any new features? They have like
Yes.
3D, 3D video, 3D words. I guess they are like going
They
pretty
Yeah,
far
like a
from the
metaverse or
proximity.
something. Yeah, I was very curious when I heard about it, when they talked about that 3D stuff, going to the metaverse, creating the video, because they said that after you heard about the Sora. And even with the Sora, now you have a lot of more, like one or two other tools. Comfy, something like that.
Mhm.
That you can also work and create awesome videos. You have Creia also
Yes.
creating in a different way, but also doing great stuff on video. And I think in this case, Midjourney stood behind with the video stuff, but
Yeah.
maybe they just prefer to invest all in the image, and that's why I use Midjourney, because in terms of Leonardo also does amazing stuff, but yeah, Midjourney, I think I try other tools, but then I always end up again
The journey.
on Midjourney. Because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
already understand the language and the tweaks to the prompts, and yeah, it's you
It,
always turn home.
it's our comfy AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Once you get comfortable with one and you know what to do, okay, it's hard you tried other ones, but they will have to go right. They will have to get you. I don't know. It would have to be really easy, and the results have to be way better. It's hard. Like Rafael was saying about ideogram. Ideogram is one that, okay, we try every now and then because the text generation is great. It has some nice results.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and in the interface is it's just web based. It's easy to get in. So you can try, but it's hard. Once you are comfortable with one tool, it's
One
really
to
hard.
you.
These videos that we saw, you did the image in Midjourney, and where did you generate the videos?
I use a lot Layapix converter. They do a depth
Okay.
map of the images, and
Yes.
you this year they released another features. You can have more 3D rotations, vertical, horizontal, new perspectives, because I think it was last year in 2022 when I started using them. It was a more restrict app. You could only do the normal movements in the animations. I was one of the first using layer peaks, and seeing the journey they have made, it's incredible. And I think they are next week. I will do some posts with them because they are launching new stuff. So be aware.
That's great. And so are the companies, this AI companies reaching out to you and let's say offering you new opportunities to work with them, like to test the tools, or,
Yes.
or do you approach them? How do you go on that?
No, they come to me, layer picks, because I started using it, and I think we all started at the same time. And since the beginning, I was using their tools, and doing stuff with it and saying it was from layer picks. So in a certain way, we created, I think, a nice relationship. And sometimes they come and tell me to create things for them if I want, of course. Also, Musafir, the same when they started, and now again with the my avatar too. Yeah, and I have others that come. Free Peak also came to talk with me to test their Picasso Gen AI tool that they have. And now it's even more evolved. I think I tested it 6 months ago. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay. Well, we have a few more minutes, so give us some hints. How do you organize your stuff in terms of course, not the book. The book is it's a word in itself, but your prompts. Do you have many references? Do you keep them on a spreadsheet? Are you organized that in that way?
Yeah, as I was saying to you previously, I am extremely organized in my work, but in my prompts, I am not.
It's all in your head.
Yeah, what I do is that maybe that's why I prefer to use Discord, because I have my channels, and I separate my themes, my prompts per channel, so I can search for them easily. And in the beginning of each channel that I have, before I create a prompt, I write there the instructions, more or less, of the kind of prompt, with the lights, the cameras, the ambience, the colors that I want to use there. So it's like a reference that I create. I do a lot of anthropomorphic things, so maybe I'll have to create more than just one anthropomorphic channel, because there are a lot of reference there. But yeah, it's the way I have it organized. And now in the website you can also arrange and create the folders, so it's another way to easily organize your prompts or your images. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I could be better on this. Yeah.
No, yeah. It's a lot of stuff, and on top of that, you also be organized. Then we had to we would need a 48-hour day.
Yeah,
So
it's difficult, but because sometimes you just I have an idea, just go there and and let's see, because I want to publish, I want to show to someone or to the client. Yeah, it's very complicated.
As well, I can't talk for every artist, but at least I guess us here, I guess we are anxious. So we have an idea. Okay, this is the idea. Let me see if it works, and then we jump into the prompt. It's not like, oh, okay, there is. Let me first open my notepad and try the prompt like rationally.
It doesn't work that way. Well, to the book it worked that way, but it was another mindset.
Yeah,
In real life, it doesn't work that way.
Rafael, anything else you want to ask Margarida?
Here in LinkedIn, we have some messages. Glenn Betkin, thank you for a message, Glenn. Incredible work, thank you, he says. And also Chad Laufer, great event, everyone. The book is incredible, Margarida. Thank you for your compliments, Chad, and your participation. That's all. Paulo?
No, I guess that's we the 1 hour flew by. It's always that way. When we look at the clock, it's Jesus. It's over, or it's 20 minutes after the schedule. So thank you, Margarida, for talking to us. It's not exactly early in Portugal. We thank you very much for your time. Always nice to see your work. As we said, very inspiring. Much of what we have done so far. There is a little bit of the Margarida DNA there. Very inspiring for us. And as I guess it will happen with many of the people that have been featured in Galeria, which is the smallest section of Sintetica. We hope to have a full feature review sometime. So if you want to start thinking about something that we would like to explore in a few more pages, don't rush it. Unless you are really inspired, of course, then you can tell us.
She's always inspired.
Yeah, for sure. But don't feel pressure. But at the same time, if you have something, tell us, because we are always pressured to do a new issue. So please feel free to be our guest again. And thank you very much for your time. And I guess that's it. A nossa audiência brasileira e portuguesa também, nosso muito obrigado.
Foi um prazer, obrigada pelo convite, gostei muito e sim, claro que sim, fazer uma nova edição, excelente.
Ok.
Maravilha, Margarida, obrigado por aí então compartilhar o teu trabalho. No finalzinho do domingo aí, 10 da noite, no finalzinho do domingo aí em Portugal, né? E
ainda à noite é uma criança.
E como o Paulo falou, a gente espera você aí, claro, para uma contribuição maior aí na próxima Sintética, ou das próximas Sintéticas aí, a gente vai conversando para que isso aconteça realmente. Obrigado demais mesmo. Muito inspirador o seu trabalho.
E vamos torcer para que a gente consiga fazer um encontro
real,
europeu aí, artistas de AI da Europa.
Isso era muito bom.
Tá nos meus planos ir para lá, e aí já vou levar umas poscas junto lá, Margarida, para fazer uma.
Era o que eu ia dizer. Já estou cravando.
Legal.
Já escolhe uma parede aí.
Isso. Tem várias paredes brancas aí que eu tô vendo.
Sim, há uma muito grande ali atrás.
Eu fiz esse comentário com o José Aragon, e ele, de a gente fazer uma reunião lá, ele falou, cara, vamos aqui no meu estúdio. Então ele tem um estúdio fotográfico, então a gente pode fazer uma edição em Portugal, uma edição em Madrid.
Espetáculo.
E em Portugal teve, só para fazer um comentário, e agora o pessoal o nosso pessoal que não fala português, me desculpe, mas tem uma revista que eu... Ah, meu Deus... XAI Drop, ou alguma coisa Drop, que o Jacques Dequequer, que foi a nossa capa da Sintetica 1, que ele participou, e eles fizeram um evento grande aí em Portugal. Se você não ficou sabendo, eu vou pesquisar e tentar te passar, porque
Ok.
é um pessoal que também parece estar super agilizado, fazendo bastante coisa, e eu acho que é uma oportunidade bem bacana. Se tu não conhece, eu vou tentar
Sim, não
resgatar.
conheço. Ok.
Eu vou tentar resgatar e te
Ah,
passar, porque
boa,
parece
boa.
bem bacana. Então era isso. Muito
Excelente.
obrigado a todo mundo. Thank you very
Obrigado.
much. Nos falamos na próxima.
Valeu.
Obrigada. Tchau, tchau.
Tchau.